There's a new battleground in the war over illegal immigration, and it's not along the border with Mexico, but in the nation's heartland. Residents of Fremont, Nebraska, population less than 30,000, are voting today on a ballot initiative that would make it illegal to hire illegal immigrants or rent to them. Mark Levine is a liberal radio talk show host, and Mike Slater is a conservative radio talk show host. Mike, let me start with you. This is a small farming town in Nebraska. For 2 years, they've been waging this battle that has in many cases pitted neighbor against neighbor. What does that tell you about the immigration issue?
I think it tells me that people are fed up with the federal government and they're no longer waiting around for them to enforce the laws. I gotta tell you, I don't really know what's so controversial about this. I see a small town with local representatives, a local government, elected by the people, voting on an ordinance brought up via petition by the people. Sounds like a pretty basic method to pass a pretty common sense ordinance. If you don't have a social security number, you can't rent here, and go to that other town if you'd like to do that.
Yeah,
sounds pretty basic common sense to me.
In the newspaper, Mark, one of the local people who has been supporting this measure says, look, it's just basically telling people you have to obey the law. What's so bad about that?
Well, if it does absolutely nothing, then I have no problem with it. But the only thing that's controversial, of course, is one word, the Constitution of the United States. Immigration is a federal standard. It is federal standard according to the Constitution. It's been that way for more than 200 years. If anyone wants to implement federal law, they're welcome to do so, but the ordinance will change nothing. It, like the Arizona law, is unconstitutional.
And is it just going to make a big mess, Mike, if everybody starts passing their own laws from place to place, and then we're going to find a situation where people are moving place to place?
I totally agree with you that this is a federal issue, but they're not doing anything, and people are sick and tired. Something needs to happen, and I'm glad that town is taking matters into their own hands here. It's up to them. We have a system of federalism, and if the federal government's not going to do it, leave it up to the local representatives.
Mark, do the feds need to take this as another sign, yet again, that people are saying we're fed up and we're not going to take it anymore? You guys need to do something.
Well, towns and states can pass all the symbolic resolutions they want. It is a federal issue, and let's remember how to resolve this issue. In 2006, 23 Republicans in the Senate voted for comprehensive immigration reform. All 23 have flip-flopped, including John McCain. All 23 have said either they were misstating their position then or misstating their position now. The real truth is that now that Obama is president, they don't want to give him the same victory they wanted to give Bush. If the Republicans would stop playing politics with this, we could have easily comprehensive immigration reform at the federal level.
Mike, is that what's going on? They're just playing politics?
No way. Stop turning this into a political game, Mark. It's all about following the rule of law. That's what we want to do from the jump. That's what it's all about. Martin Luther King Jr., in a letter from a Birmingham jail, talked about the differences between just and unjust laws. And immigration reform is a just law, and I want to change it. I have a very libertarian immigration policy. I want to change it. But until we change it, we have to follow it.
Mike, we both support immigration reform. My question for you is, why isn't it happening? It's only because of the flip-flops of 23 Republicans.
Mike, Mark, to be continued. It's going to be interesting to see how this all plays out once the votes are counted. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
A California man